Yeah. Yeah. Good evening, all. So myself, I'm Vijay. I hold like 15 plus years of experience, which includes nearly 8 plus years of experience in Python environment. So my experience includes design, development, and implementation of Python and Django-based applications. So well versed in implementing different Python libraries, right? Like NumPy, CP, Pandas, PyTables, Matplotlib, right? URL, beautiful soup, right? Yes. Experience in implementing large-scale business critical systems using object-oriented design and programming concepts with Python and Django, and developing variety of web applications, implementing MVT architecture using server-side applications, right? So before I start, can anyone please confirm whether my voice is clear, whether the screen is visible or not, right? Yes.
Yes, it is clear and audible.
Fine, thank you. So as part of today's demo, just I'm going to cover the following topics. Why Python? Why Python? Already we have got many programming languages, right? Why again Python required? And Python is not a kind of technology which is very recently introduced. It was introduced nearly 30 years ago, right? Why all of a sudden Python has got great boom, and reasons which makes Python suddenly super popular, right? What are the reasons which makes, and why Python is mostly used, and why you got a great boom for Python today? Reasons which makes it super popular, right? Yes. Who can learn Python, right? Who can learn Python? Is some of them facing problem with audio, right? Yes. Yeah, sorry. Yes, some of them facing has got problem with audio. And who can learn Python? What are the prerequisites for learning Python, right? What are the prerequisites for learning Python? There is no prerequisites, right? Anybody can update with Python. Anybody can update with Python, right? Means Python statements look like normal English statements. They are not as complex as other programming languages, right? So I'll just demonstrate by taking some examples or tasks, right? Yes. Fine. So you can just compare how the Python statements look as compared with other programming language, even not even 1/4 coding as compared with other programming languages, right? Fine. How Python was built, and how Python was built, And what, okay, Python has got advantages and features taken from different other programming languages and how it was built. And Python real-time applications, what kind of applications we can build today by using Python? Python mostly used for developing what kind of applications? Python usage and Python features, right? Python usage and Python comparison with other programming, right? Like you can see like coding wise, length wise, complexity wise, right? And reasons why Python is suddenly super popular. Reasons why Python is suddenly super popular, right? Yes. And Python scope and job market. What is the scope of Python currently in job market of Python, right? Yes. Okay, the scope of Python and job market, right? Job market, not only now, in the coming years also. What is the scope of Python in the coming years? Python was in the market from the last 30 years. Still, it will be in the market, right? But because today most of the implementations goes in Python, right? Most of the implementations, right, in various high-end technologies going in Python, like data science with Python, big data with Python, right? Robotics with Python, AWS or DevOps, right, using Python, right? Writing automation scripts using Python, web applications using Python, right? So the usage of Python has increased a lot today. So like Python is widely used. And coming to this, why Python? Python is a general purpose programming language. It's a general purpose programming language. I'll just discuss one by one in brief, but first multi-programming features it has got: high-level language, interpretation language, user-friendly programming or programmer-friendly programming language, right? Yes. Yeah, just what do you mean by general purpose programming? So before Python, there were some programming languages. Before Python, there were some programming languages, right? Like Pascal, Fortran, COBOL, Pascal, Fortran, COBOL, right? These languages, right? Purpose based. They are used for a specific purpose, not for all the purpose, right? For example, Pascal for developing scientific applications, Fortran for complicated mathematical applications, COBOL for business applications, right? Yes. These are used for a specific purpose. These are used for a specific purpose. But Python is not a purpose based, right? But a language which is suitable for developing any kind of application. A language which is suitable for developing any type of application, right? Such a language is called as general purpose programming. So Python is such a kind of programming where we can develop any kind of applications, right? Like web applications, animation applications, gaming applications, desktop applications, embedded applications, right? In this way, wide varieties of applications can be developed. Multi-programming, Python has got multi-programming features. If I take you a labor example, right? For example, if you want to launch a new product into the market, think that you want to launch a new mobile phone into the market. So to attract the customers, right? What you want to, how you are going to embed it. So like what all the features you see in different other mobiles, just embedding into a single piece if you release, right? Going to attract the customers in the same way. Python is a kind of programming where we see the features of different other programming languages within it. That's the reason we call Python as a hybrid language. So multi-programming features, or what all the features we see in different other programmings, all those we can see within this Python, right? It's a high level language, right? Yes. Python is a high level language. So generally, if we categorize that, there are two types of languages. Okay. There are two types of languages, right? There are two types of languages. Low level language and high level language, right? Low level languages and high level languages. Okay, low level languages. Low level languages like assembly level language, assembly level or machine level language, that these languages are not human understandable. They are not human understandable. They are not portable. They are not portable. And like machine dependent. They cannot run on all the hardware and all the operating systems. Machine dependent, right? They cannot run on all the hardware and all the operating systems. High level languages, right? High level languages like Python. Python comes as a high level language. So Python is human understandable, means they look like normal English statements. It's portable and machine independent. Can run on all the hardware and all the operating system. Human understandable, they are portable, and they are machine independent, right? Okay. Okay. Human understandable, portable, and machine independent. Fine. So Python is a high level language. And interpretation language. Interpretation. What do you mean by interpretation? Means line by line execution. Yes, line by line execution, which makes debugging easy, right? So if we talk about if we got compilation languages and interpretation languages, if I take some lines of code, if we talk about compilation, example like C language, it's a compilation language. It executes the entire code at once, not line by line. It executes at once and displays the errors. If you got any errors, it displays the errors. But interpretation, right? Python is an interpretation language. Statement by statement, it executes. If we get error in this statement, it won't execute the remaining statements. That is Python statement by statement execution, right? Yes. Fine. And user-friendly programming or programmer-friendly programming language, which provides simple syntaxes, which looks like normal English statements, right? So it's a general purpose programming. Any kind of applications can be developed. Multi-programming features. It's a high-level language, interpretation language, user-friendly programming language. Right? Yes. So you may ask, why should I learn Python? Why should I learn Python? What are the reasons? Why not other programmings like you got Java and other programming which are running from last 20-25 years, widely used? Right. So observe this. Reasons which makes Python suddenly super popular, right? Yes. So before that, okay. Python. Python has got different, it has got the features of multiple programming languages. It has taken advantages from Okay, Python has got procedural oriented programming, right? Python has got object oriented programming concept, like object oriented programming concept. Scripting features it has got, right? And it has got modular programming features, right? So Python has got different programming languages features: procedural oriented, object oriented, scripting, and modular programming. I said it has taken advantages, some advantages from one programming, some other advantages from other programming. In this way, from different programming languages, it has taken the advantages. Like procedural oriented, like C language, it has got the features, right? Just like C language, we can develop applications with very less code, not even 1/4 coding. And as compared with object-oriented programming like C++, Java, right? It has got the features where we can develop applications like C++, Java, like scripting, like shell script, Linux shell script, right? Yes, we can write scripts, many scripts we can write using Python. And like modular programming, because of this modular programming only, Python has got great boom today. Example for modular programming like Modular 3, right? So this Java, if I talk about this Java, right? Java programmers are strictly restricted to use only object oriented programming, right? But Python with object oriented, without object oriented, with procedural oriented, with scripting or with modular programming, we can develop many varieties of applications. Okay. So if you see two major programming languages, Python and Java, right? Today mostly used for applications creations. But if you talk like if you go back like 2010, right? So Java is mostly used in the industry with 43% usage, right? 43% used in the industry, where Python just 3% used. Just it is 3% used, right? Yes. In 2000, 10 years later, right? 2020, you can say like Java, right? Yes. To 19% used. I'll just show you some graphs at the end of this session, right? To just I'll open Google and show you the graphs usage of different programming languages in the market today. Right. Python today like used 31% used. Year by year, the usage of Python is increasing, right? So the Python has got great boom today because of this modular programming. 89,300 modules Python is providing for various domains, right? Whatever domain you are from, Python is providing modules. Whether you're from networking domain or testing or data science or big data or database or from any statistical back, Python is providing modules for every domain. To work with Excel files, writing Python code, like 4 5 lines of Python code and executing, you can check a Excel workbook or Excel file getting created, right? By writing Python statements only, I can create a sheet within the Excel workbook. I can write data into it. I can read data from Excel by writing Python. I can delete a file by writing Python statements, right? Not only that, even for database level also, for every database, Python is providing a module. For Oracle, a separate module using which Python can connect with it in a simple 1 to 2 minutes of discussion is enough, right? No need of like lot of programming knowledge to connect with the database like Java, right? So we have got separate modules available for Oracle, CX underscore Oracle, for MySQL, PyMySQL. In this way, different modules, 89,300 modules available, even for generating graphs, right? Normal graph, bar graphs, histogram, scatter plots, stack plots, pie graph, right? For all this, right? So before we go, right, you need to know, before you update with any technology, you can need to know, right, what kind of applications are developed today by using Python. Python mostly used for developing what kind of application? Python real-time applications, right? Yes. Yeah, Python is used for creation of web applications. Python mostly used in creation of web applications, right? Today, a lot of web applications are getting developed today by using Python. You may get a query and you may ask a query, right? We have got Java, .NET, all the other programming languages used from last 20-25 years for developing web application. Why again Python, right? Python has got frameworks like Django, Flask, Pyramid, Bottle, right? TurboGear. Many frameworks are there. Among all that, mostly used one, like Django is the mostly used one, right? Yes. Yes, Sanya, right? Sanya. This is the batch which consists of all those Python, Django REST APIs. This is a full stack batch, right? Right. But if you want only Python, you can update up to only Python, right? But if you want total full, okay, I'll just come back with your general queries, right? Yes, at the end of the session. So web applications, right? Django web applications creations, right? So Django is the most famous framework for Python for creating web applications, right? Yes. What is the advantage means? As compared with other programming language, at a rapid speed, you can develop a web application, right? At a rapid speed, you can develop a web applications. And that too with very less coding. It has got many flexible features, right? Right. Secondly, Python mostly used for creation of automation applications using technologies like data science, automation applications like using technologies like data science, right? And using technologies like IoT and using technologies like in AWS DevOps, right? In DevOps environment mostly, right? Python and even in robotics, right? So in automation application today, everything is getting automated, right? A lot of automation applications created, right? If we talk about that IoT, Internet of Things, right? So Internet of Things, it's a physical network or device embedded with electronics, software, sensors, and network connectivity for collecting data, for exchanging data, and controlling the things from the place where you are, right? So today, Internet of Things, right? Today, everything through internet, right? Like online banking, online shopping, online exams, online healthcare, online education, e-learning, online banking, online business, e-commerce, online communication, right? Like social audio, video chattings, and online games, right? So in the coming days, you see more applications on this IoT, right? Electronic devices connecting and communicating with each other, right? So here in this IoT, 90% of the coding done in Python, right? We write many scripts. Yeah, if coming to this, yeah, if I come to this data science, right? Data science, if everything deals with the data has got experience, data has got future reference. Using data or data science, we perform data analysis, data predictions, data recommendations, data classifications, data clusterings, data, right? So it's a blend of techniques. The main technique what we see here in data science, ML, machine learning, right? Machine learning has got the name itself saying we are making the machine to learn, application to learn, right? By provide, yeah, we have got many techniques for it: regression, classification, clusterings, recommendations, pattern matching. For implementing all these techniques, we require a language. For implementing all this, we require a language, right? Python is the mostly used or mostly chosen programming for this machine learning, where Python is providing many modules for plottings, visualizations, right? For data analysis, classifications, clusterings, right? We have got many modules. So nearly 10 to 15 modules Python is providing for this data science environment, right? So Python is used even in the DevOps environment, right? If I talk in DevOps or in robotics. In robotics, we write many automation scripts, right? If I come to this DevOps environment, AWS DevOps, right? So not only this, Python serves as the remedy to any problem within the IT industry. When it comes to DevOps, right? The ultimate goal is to reduce the time taken in the DevOps lifecycle in improving the efficiency, right? So Python, it provides solution in terms of automating the tasks in this every stage of DevOps lifecycle, right? Like requirement gathering, in system design or system implementation, system testing, system deployment, or in system maintenance, right? So Python is one of the best scripting language, vast variety of Python libraries allowing to write many automation scripts for the improved development life cycle, right? So people from this DevOps environment, data science environment, IoT environment, robotics, different environments, right? Updates with Python, right? And one more big, another category of people, right? Where like big data environment, right? It's if you see the name itself saying like huge volumes of, just I'll take a minute, right? Where exactly Python used within this big data. Yes, you know, like what are the current storage units? Like you have got KBs of data, MBs of data, GB or terabytes, petabytes, exabytes, zettabytes, yottabytes, sottabytes, so on, right? Yes. KB, MB, GB, TB, petabytes, right? So from, you should have seen KBs, MBs, GBs or TBs also you should have seen, but 1 petabyte equal to 1024 TBs. Do you think like petabytes, exabytes is getting generated in the current world means? Yes. Social media like Facebook, like how, what is the data generated by Facebook, right? How many posts and videos are circulated in a minute, in an hour, in a day, right? In a month. Huge data is getting generated, right? What should be the storage capacity to store all this, right? Not only like Facebook, right? If we today, if we talk about any application, right? So if you take 1 minute transaction itself, right? In a minute, how many? We talk about Facebook. What is the data generated by Twitter tweets, right? Keeps on generating, and everyone just querying in the Google, right? What is the data generated by Google, right? In a minute. And YouTube videos upload, right? What should be the storage capacity to store all those? And email or Gmail messages, what should be the storage capacity for storing all this, right? And bank transactions, or if you talk about telecom transactions, or if you talk about the e-commerce sites, right? Flipkart, Amazon, all this, right? Yes. So for all this, we have got some big data tools. If you heard about this big data Hadoop, big data Spark, right? Yes. Both used for huge data storage and processing. For this, we have got programming languages like Scala, programming language like Python, right? So especially Spark, very high speed processing for huge data processing, right? Spark with Python, we call it like PySpark, right? So mostly used this uh, hot cake in the market, PySpark, right? Very high speed processing technology implemented using Python, right? So Python used within this big data environment also, right? So I list out various other applications used where Python is used, right? Like Python mostly used in scientific applications, right? Numerical analysis. We use models like NumPy, CP, right? Apart from this, for graphics, graphical user interface, or for animation applications, right? We use like PyQt, TK Inter module available for it. And even for game or game development, right? For game development, Python is mostly used for single user, multi-user online games, right? Especially for developing games, Python has got a framework. Python is providing a framework called Pygame. Pygame is a framework given by Python, right? Especially for developing games. And also like Pygame, PyCara, right? Yes. And PySoy. Pygame, PyCara, and PySoy, right? Yes. Okay. Okay. Apart from this, right, Python is also used for scheduling, right? Scheduling tasks. Yes. And also for testing or for test cases, right? Python is used. And apart from this, Python is used for software development. For software development also, right? Okay. So for example, software developers make use of Python as a support language, like we use like Buildbot, Apache Gump for automated compilation and testing, right? And Roundup Track for project management and bug tracking, right? So I said like software developers using Python as a support language. And apart from this, for business applications, right? For business applications, Python is one of the best choice, right? To develop e-commerce websites, it's e-commerce systems, right? Example, Triton, Triton, right? It's a three-tier high-level general purpose application, right? Yes. So even one of the hottest application of Python, like a database application. Without database, there is no web application, right? So Python can connect with any database like MySQL, Oracle, PostgreSQL, SQL Server, all this, right? Apart from this, Python is also used for network applications. Network applications are for network programming, especially for this network programming, a framework itself given by Python called like Twisted Python, right? It's a framework given by Python for network programming of for network applications. Apart from this, Python used for web scraping. Web scraping means scraping data from different websites, harvesting data from different sites, extracting data from different sites, right? We use models like URL, BS4, Beautiful Soup, right? Yes. Apart from this, Python is used for audio, video applications, audio and video applications, right? Even as part of our Django applications creations, I'll be showing you some applications related to audio and video, like examples of some applications which got popular, like Team Player is one, C Play is one, right? These are used. Apart from this, Python is also not only used for computer applications, right? For also for electronic civil environment also, right? For CAD, 3D CAD applications, right? Computer aided designing, right? Python is preferred. And apart from this, for embedded, right? Embedded applications. One of the famous embedded application, the most well-known embedded application, right? Raspberry Pi, right? Raspberry Pi, which uses Python for its computation, right? Apart from this, right, computer vision, right? Computer vision, like face detection, color detection, object detection, right? Python is preferred. Apart from this, for data analysis, right? It is preferred data analysis. And for desktop application, single user console applications, right? Python is preferred. Just I'll take 5 minutes more, right, before I go with how this training level goes, right? And so these are some of the applications, right? In this way, we have got many applications where Python is used today. A lot of applications in usage of Python, mostly used in web applications, automation applications, big data, scientific, GUI, game development, test cases, right? Business applications, audio, video, CAD applications, right? Yes. So like, okay, who are using Python? Who are using Python today? Who are using Python today? And topmost topmost applications means which companies are using Python today, and topmost applications built by using Python. Topmost applications built using Python, right? Yes. So which companies are using Python and topmost applications, right? For example, if you take the Google using Python, Google using Python for its web search system. Google is one of the best example for Python web application, like Yahoo using Python, YouTube using Python for its video sharing service, right? Yes. Instagram, right? Instagram is built by using Python. The prime reason for Instagram to choose for Python is Python hybrid features and its practicality, right? NASA using Python for its research and development activities because of Python hybrid features. Uber using Python, Uber pricing algorithm implemented using Python, right? Yes. Dropbox, they have got some applications like Reddit, Quora, Reddit, Dropbox, Quora, Reddit, Dropbox, right? And BitTorrent using Python, right, for its file sharing service. Maya, a powerful 3D animation which uses Python scripting, and MMOG, massively multiplayer online games, right? Yes. Apart from this, right, and iRobot for military and commercial applications. And if you observe, right, companies like IBM, Seagate, Qualcomm, all this, they use Python for hardware testing purpose, right? Right. Fine. And from the discussions what we had, right? So what are the reasons? Reasons which makes Python suddenly popular. Reasons which makes Python suddenly super popular, right? Suddenly super popular, right? Which makes Python suddenly super popular. So first thing, most of these programmers or developers are attracted towards Python because of its very less coding. Because of its very less coding, right? Yes. Not even 1/4 coding as compared with other programming. So in the tomorrow session, I'll be briefing like coding of Python as compared with other programming. Very less coding. Simple syntaxes given by Python. Simple syntaxes. Okay, very multi-programming features are hybrid features, right? Multi-programming features are hybrid features. Yes. Interactive mode given by Python. Interactive mode, right? Interactive mode given. What do you mean by interactive mode means? So if you just go to this command prompt by typing cmd in the search panel, if you type Python here, if you type Python and press enter, right, Python version will be displayed and Python interpreter gets open, right? You can type any valid Python statements here and you can interact statement by statement. It gives response, right, for every statement. 3 plus 4, 5 into 6, it gives the response. X has 10. No need to say int x like that, right? Y equal to 2. What is x value? What is y value? What is x plus y? What is x minus y? X into y. X by y, right? X into 2. X to the power of 2. 10 square, right? 100. In this way, any valid like x equal to hello. HELLO, right? Yes. X into 3. Prints hello for 3 times. X into 3 prints hello for 3 times. Hello, hello, and hello, right? Yes. Yeah. If you want to come out of this, right, you can say just say quit. It will come out of this, right? So interactive mode given by Python, and also apart from this, wide varieties of applications, right? Wide varieties of applications. Yes, and also many built-in libraries. Many built-in functionalities or built-in libraries, right? Libraries for Python, right? Nearly 89,300 inbuilt modules for various domains, right? So these are the reasons which makes Python super popular. And if you observe, I'll open Google and show you, right? Popular coding language from last 3-4 years, right? Popular coding language, right? Popular from 2020, right? Python stands first as the #1 ranked programming language as compared with other programmings. See, ranking wise, top 10 programming languages, right? Python first, JavaScript, Java, other programming languages, right? Yes. So ranking wise, if we can see, Python stands as the #1 ranked because of diversified number of applications for Python, Java, C, C++, JavaScript, right? Most mostly used Python, right? Python is mostly used today, right? If you see like most popular programming languages used by top 25 unicorns. Fine. And programming, Python remains the most popular programming, right? Python, next comes Java and JavaScript, right? Yes. Popularity of programming languages, right? Ranking Python, Java, JavaScript. Fine. And if you see the usage of Python, right, in the industry, right? See the big circle, 31% used, Java 19%, I said, right? C++ nearly 10%. C like 6%, JavaScript, all the other programming languages, right? So if you come to this, what is that course content I'll be discussing, right? If you see we have got huge syllabus, right? I'll be covering in this. Can just compare this course content with any other training sites, right? So we're by starting from the Python basics, applications, history, features, versions, flavors, right? Python operations, modes, bash, constants, variables, input, output, escape sequences, strings, operators, Python IDEs. In real time, we use IDEs, right? I'll be showing you working with IDEs like Anaconda, Spider, Jupyter, Eclipse, NetBeans, all this, right? Like and flow control statements coming from the basic level to the advanced level. Looping, strings, collections, Python lists, list indexing, list functions, list methods, list addresses, list modifications, nested list, inserting modifications, right? Python tuples, tuple operations, set operations, dictionaries, functions in Python, different categories, different arguments, variables. Okay, modules in Python. Because of modules only, Python has got great boom, right? Working with modules, renaming it, reloading it, different ways of importing, normal import, from import, packages in Python, errors and exceptions in Python, different file handling in Python, object-oriented programming concepts in with Python, right? Regular expressions. So extracting required data from the given data, right? Database connectivity. So I'll be showing you installation of one database and performing various SQL operations, transaction management. I'm going to show you different models related to different domains. Some models related to database, some related to date time, some related to OS model, some related to calendar, some related to graphics, some related to data science, some related to big data, some, okay, in this way, some related to graphics. In this way, different modules I'll be showing you. Apart from this, how to create our own module in Python. OS module, advanced concepts like iterator, generator, closers, decorators, right? Web scraping, working with CSV, XML, JSON files. So GUI programming, right? And Excel workbook and data analytics. And also I provide introduction to this data science if anybody who wants to go for data science. And some modules related to data science, some important modules like Pandas module for regular usage, and for data science usage you can go. NumPy is a pure data science, right? NumPy module, mathematical module. Matplotlib for plottings and visualizations. Nearly 30 topics in brief will be discussed, and the duration for Python like nearly 70 to 75 hours, I'm saying, right? So it takes nearly 2 to 2.5 months. In brief, we'll be discussing with multiple examples, working examples, right? Many assignments and tasks will be provided, and people who wants to go for full stack along with Django framework for web applications creations, for them Django in brief it will be discussed with 20+ applications creations, web frameworks, Django installation, Django project architecture, Django applications creations, Django views, templates, Django admin, Django models, advanced concepts, right? And apart from that, UI technologies like HTML, CSS, Bootstrap, JavaScript, MySQL, everything is going to be covered, right? Right. So this is what the entire course content. So yes. Yes. So what are the things will be discussed as part of this things like as part of this course, like Python in brief, right? You will be getting a huge command on this Python at the end of this, right? So Python core, Python advanced, Python application oriented, all this, right? For 75 hours, I'll be discussing, means nearly 2 to 2.5 months with some extra sessions, right? So the first fee structure is just 5K. It's a offer batch for it. Okay, just who wants to go for only Python. Apart from this, who wants to go for full stack, right? Full stack Python web development, right? So UI technologies first, it will be covered. What are the technologies required for developing web application? Like in brief knowledge on this HTML, CSS, cascading style sheets, JavaScript, and Bootstrap. This knowledge will be provided before we go with web applications development using Django framework. Django, right? Framework. So nearly 20 applications, 15 to 20 applications creations, right? Plus and finally a project along with it. So this all like nearly it. Actually, the fee structure for it is 7K, but you can just pay 5K, right? As a combo package, if you are taking, right? Right, this 5K and 5K. So just 10K, right? If you want to both full stack Python, right? The fee structure is 10K. You will get all these things, right? Yes. If you got any queries, you can go with your queries now, right? Yes.
Sir, with this Django, you are also like you also taught Django REST framework, or you will taught only the Django,
Django with REST APIs also, right? Yes.
the serializers and all the things.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Any other queries from your side, anyone? Right.
And when this batch started, that the UI technology and the Django one.
So people who wants to go, see here, it takes 2 months for this, and it takes nearly 2 months for this. So even if you want to go parallelly, right? You can go. It takes 4 months to for all this full stack for more 4 to 4.5 months. But if you want to go parallelly, weekdays Python, weekends with this, right? Like Saturday and Sunday weekend batches will be available. Who wants to go? Once you get registered, you can attend any of my Python batch or Django batch or UI technologies, anything, right? You can attend parallel like UI technologies, Django, and all these things, right? Fine.
Hello, sir.
Yes.
As a ETL developer, so I need to learn this Python or need to upgrade all the things for like Django and things.
So yes, even if you go for ETL, right? I was just talking people. Okay, if you go
I'm
for,
currently working as a ETL developer in Informatica. I'm having 2 years of experience, so I'm looking into Python. Is also.
so if you
So
want, so yes, there are two categories of people who learns Python, right? Two categories of people who will be learning Python. First category of people, their career won't be in Python, right? They'll be learning Python, right, for implementing data science.
yes, correct.
There'll be total implementation of data science goes in Python, right? Prerequisite is Python. Second thing is like big data, like if you say that ETL, right? Like Spark, PySpark, we say Spark with Python, PySpark, right? Total implementation in Python, right? And
Yes.
people who wants to go for like writing some kind of automations scripts, right? In AWS DevOps environment, right? DevOps and in IoT, right? Writing coding, and also for robotics with Python, lot of huge packages you can see, right? So for this implementation goes in Python, various high-end technologies. Apart from this, for administrative, instead of Linux shell script, right, you can write Python scripts, which looks very simple. For all this, right, Python is the prerequisite, right? So people can update with Python and just go with this, where the career will be in data science, big data. But the second category of people who wants to have career in Python itself as a Python developer, right, or full stack developer, right? Yes, yes. So like Python developer, all this, right? So Python is used for these purposes. So today, directly or indirectly, you are going to touch, right? Means every software employee will touch Python, right? Means some or the other, like data science, big data, DevOps, or any other IN technologies, right? Python is preferred, mostly used. I was saying it's number one ranked programming currently, right? Yes.
So after that, the completion of course, we are applying that at least 2 years of experience using Python and Django. If we are looking into that.
So the whatever the knowledge I'm providing will be like a typical 4+ years guy, how much experience he has got, like. So that's what I was saying here. I'll be providing nearly 20+ applications creations in within the Django, right? 20 apps creations. I'll just show you that previous for the previous batches, right? Like
Okay, sir. Thank you.
batch, right? Project two, my project PR1, project 2, 4, like many applications will be developing if you take any other batch. For all these batches, many applications creations will be discussing as part of the Django, right? Yes, with clear notes, and you'll be getting the video, right? You'll be getting the video of every day you'll be getting the video of it also.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Yeah, any other queries, right? Anyone?
Yes, sir. Sir, what kind of configuration the machine should have to take this?
Yeah, any other query?
Starts on what, on what date?
So tomorrow
Hello?
also people can attend tomorrow
Batch
also.
starts on what date, sir?
So tomorrow also, that's what I'm talking, right? Tomorrow also you can attend the session, everyone. So more discussion I'll be just how the coding of Python looks with some examples. I'll be providing comparison of Python coding with other programming. I'll be
Sir, can you please uh, give the demo of Django also? A short introduction or a demo?
mhm. So no. Actually, as of now, no. But the Django batches will be starting, right? Whenever it starts, you can just go through that some weekends or some wherever the course you can attend that, right? Why? Because
So
the other
this
people, yes.
Django batch will start not start in this month.
So multiple Django batches will be starting, right? So whenever it starts, you can attend those things, right? So once
Okay.
you get enrolled for full stack, anybody can attend any of my Django batch, depending upon your
Okay.
timings, other things, right? Yes. So yes. So tomorrow session, I'll be just showing you coding wise how this Python statements looks as compared with other programmings, and more discussion. From day after tomorrow, we'll be starting with the basics. Batch will be starting from day after tomorrow, right? Yes. So tomorrow also you can attend the session, but from day after tomorrow, the link will be changing, right? So you need to get enrolled for this course, right? And once you get enrolled, you'll be getting that notes, soft copy of the notes, topic wise you'll be getting, and you'll be getting the recorded videos every day to your Google Drives. A WhatsApp group will be created in which you'll be added for the technical discussions, right? Fine. And the sessions will be interactive sessions where you can interact at any part of time within the session, right? You will be in unmuted status. And what all this, everything I'll be typing and showing you. It's not like bringing some pre-written code and just explaining, won't happen. So for every statement I type, you'll be responding with what will be the expected output, right? So sessions, I'm expecting the sessions to be interactive where you will be responding, right? Right. Either you can give response through voice or through chat panel, right? Yes. Live sessions, right? Any other queries, anyone, right?
Yes, sir.
So one more question I have. If we don't have any none knowledge of coding, so it is easy to understand Python.
Yes. So the people, right? That's what there is no prerequisites. People from zero programming knowledge or from non-programming can easily understand, right? Only thing is every day they need to at least spend 1 to 2 hours on the practicals. So the next session looks very simple and easy to understand. So those people who are from non-programming, right? Especially tomorrow, the session, right? You can see the coding of Python, how it looks very simple, looks like normal English statements. So tomorrow I'll just show you some 5 to 6 program codes, right, of Python, where 100% you can understand all the codes without any knowledge of Python. Means I'm saying like it looks like normal English statements. I'll be showing you some graphs using Python, like some generating some graphs, plottings, some other examples, codes of Python, right? Where you can easily understand without any knowledge. They look like English statements, I said, right? Yeah, any other?
Hello, good evening, sir.
Yes.
Hi, sir.
Yes, yeah, Iona, right? Iona Peddi, right? Python can be installed in any configuration, right? So I'll just briefing you about those things, right? Either in tomorrow and day after tomorrow session, right? So Python can be installed in Mac OS, Linux. In Linux, no need of any other installation. By default, we see Python as inbuilt within this Linux OS. And for Windows, I'll show you step by step how to download and how to install step by step, right? And even you can also install Python in your mobile phones also. You can type your code and execute the code within your smartphones, right? That also I'll say, right? Yes,
Thank you.
Yona.
Thank you, sir.
Hi, sir. Good evening, sir. This is Sai Krishna.
Yes.
Yeah, we are. I'm working as an automation tester by using Java, but I want to learn Python as well as by using automation by using Python. It is okay for Python class this.
Yes, we have got many modules, right? Even for
Yeah.
this testing environment, right? So as
Yeah.
part of this course, I'll be showing you how to explore with any module. So that any people from different backgrounds can explore the demo related modules. Already you'll be having the domain knowledge, right? Using those knowledge, right? How to dig into that modules, how to explore a module, how to use it, how to get help on a module, right? Different ways of importing it, renaming, reloading, all these things you'll be learning, right? Once you get the specifically like what are the testing related modules, data science related modules, or big data related modules, networking related modules. So the domain specific modules people can explore and use it, right? It looks simple.
Yeah. Okay. It is only for Python. It is okay for that. We need to take a Django also.
People for testing anywhere. So people see for developing applications, right? For developing any kind of applications, MVT architecture, if you want to follow a total architecture, right? If
Yeah.
Django means if you want to create an application using Python, Django required,
Okay.
right?
Yeah. Thank you, sir.
Compulsory, like we will follow MVT architecture, model view templates, right? Right.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. So if I'm done with your queries, if there are no other queries, right, then I will sign off for now and meet you tomorrow same time at 8 o'clock with the same link to see more on this, right? Yes. Thank you all for your time. Thank you. Meet you tomorrow.